Welcomed by this grand entrance to the village, we had to drive for a further 16 kilometers before reaching the place. We decided to visit this village on our way from Mardin to Sanli Urfa. As we drove along the asphalt road which stretches for 16 kilometers, we couldn't help but notice the barren land with a few small houses and mosques along the way. This was definitely a side of Turkey we had never seen before. We finally arrived and saw signs leading towards tombs of some prophets. So we decided to follow these signs for a further 10 minutes. The further we drove, the more villagey it started to feel. After parking up the car, we decided to visit the first of 3 tombs. As the sign states, the first of 3 tombs we were visiting was the tomb of the Prophet Ayub alayhi salam. As you walk down the steps before reaching the tomb, you'll notice the many graves on your left and right. It's believed that many people wish to be buried here after hearing that the place is home to a tomb of a prophet. At the end of the steps you'll reach a courtyard, and it is in this building in which we found the tomb belonging to the Prophet Ayub alayhi salam. Let's try and get more closer to the windows to see if we can get a glimpse of what lies inside. There we have it. There we have what is believed to be the tomb of the Prophet Ayub. I haven't yet checked if I can go inside and see, but I will in a little while. It was just so nice and peaceful to walk around the small yet majestic looking building. I kept going back to get a glimpse of the tomb, thinking to myself that this could possibly be where Prophet Ayub is buried. I couldn't take it anymore, I needed to get inside, but unfortunately the doors were locked. We then made our way to the tombs of Prophet Ilyas and the wife of the Prophet Ayub alayhi salam. It's believed that they were also buried here. However, we got distracted by this beautiful white building, which looks like it was just built recently. The construction is extremely simple, but you can probably notice already that the mosque has a very distinct dome. I'm not really sure what it's made of. My favourite part of this mosque has to be the minaret. I realised below that the doorway was open, so I took a quick look inside. I think it would be wrong and dangerous to go any further though. We're going to go inside, but here's a quick glimpse of what it looks like. The courtyard of the mosque is beautiful, but you can tell already that the mosque is still in the development stages. Regardless, it felt refreshing to have the place to ourselves and to see what it's like before it even opens to the public. We then headed inside the mosque. This newly developed mosque was built as the smaller one close by was unable to accommodate the increasing amount of people. We just stood, marvelling at all the patterns, design and architecture of the mosque, after a man inside kindly let us in. Turns out that the man that let us in was the architect of the mosque. Talk about good timing and good fortune. I asked him to be on camera, but he was camera shy. So we conversed for a little while, and he told me that he designed all that which you see above us. So it's definitely time to move on and explore the tomb of Prophet Ilyas alayhi salam. We bid farewell to this new mosque, hoping to visit sometime next year when it's full of people and thriving. But there was just one more thing we had to see on the way.
This here is known as Shifali Su, which is the healing water. And apparently it's believed that this is the water that was given from a well to Ayub alayhi salam to cure his illness, and there's taps everywhere. And people come here, fill up their water bottles, drink water, wash their face with it as well. This is called the ordeal stone, and I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to do a little bit more research. But it's also called Sabir Tashit, which means patience something.
So at this point we decided it's about time to visit the tomb of Prophet Ilyas, also known as Prophet Elijah. But I couldn't help but keep admiring and strolling along, enjoying the views of all the greenery around me.
So now this is the Hazrat Ilyas Payghambar Turbasi. Towards this way here. So we have finally reached the tomb of Prophet Ilyas alayhi salam. Again, there are different multiple possibilities as to where some prophets are buried. This is one possibility. This is around 70 to 80 kilometers outside the city of Sanli Urfa in Turkey, southeastern Turkey, in a place called Eyuppnebi Shahr. The entire area here is very quiet and peaceful, and you can hear children and animals, and there's a lot of greenery here as well. And even though this is the end of December, the weather is like 12 degrees, sunny, and very beautiful here. Here's the sign, and we're going to go inside. We have to drive here. It's not that much of a distance, but it was easy to drive here. It's about a 5-10 minute walk from the grave of Ayub alayhi salam and Ilyas alayhi salam. You can see very quiet again here, and just ahead of me is the actual tomb. This is the grave of the wife of Ayub alayhi salam.
This officially concluded our trip to this sacred and spiritual village, which I'm surprised isn't more well known. It was an amazing experience seeing the tombs, meeting all the kind people, and leaving feeling happy that we made the choice to stop here.